I think he's Romanian.
Romanian.
Bulgarian. I don't know.
Is Romania from? That's not Rome, right?
I know.
No, it's Romania.
Rome is in Italy, right? So you'd
Yes.
be Italian? Okay. I'm not dumb. I'm just trying to figure out life.
Look at my twins. That's Mary Kate. That's Mary Kate. That's Mary Kate. Look at these twins. That's Mary Kate. That's Mary Kate. That's Mary Kate. Look at these twins. That's Mary Kate. That's Mary Kate. That's Mary Kate. Look at these twins. That's Mary Kate. That's Mary Kate. That's Mary Kate. Titties out, just like a pin.
You know what? Sometimes when you fucking hear, and your mom comes in, is she like, it smells like fuck?
She's like pointed out some shit before. It was really funny because there was like a little puddle right here that was like left here one time. And like obviously I didn't just leave it there. Like it was just like I was like getting ready to take it off. She just so happened to see it.
A puddle?
Yeah.
A puddle just sounds big. Like you could say stain, but a puddle.
Okay, well obviously not like it's not like we were swimming in it. Like I mean I was swimming out. You know, so like I just wanted to go clean it. And she was just like she was asking questions. She was like, "What was that?" And I was
what is that? Why does it smell like that? Why is there 10 boys in here?
Exactly. Like you know, we just made a little messy poo. Like it's nothing serious. Like
whoopsie doopsie.
You didn't try to say like, "Oh, I spilled water."
You just went straight to, it's not us. It wasn't.
We had a good time, Mom.
What do you mean, Mom? It wasn't us.
Why? Who's asking?
Would you suck a dick? Would you suck a dick?
For money?
How much?
So we just be clear real quick.
Yeah.
So like am I gonna suck him until he like
Yeah.
and then
Splooges.
But is he gay?
No.
So it's just a straight man.
Yeah.
It's like literally me sucking off one of my boys. Like
Yeah.
That's terrible. Because I'm gonna be sitting there for an hour. He's not gonna like it. He's gonna be sitting there fighting it the whole time. Like
all mouths
like
feel the
no,
same.
like you know what I mean? Like
all mouths feel the same. You don't go.
it does, but he knows that there's a man on his lap, like putting in work. You know what I mean? Like,
but
so it's like
no.
like I'm not saying I'm opposed to it.
Yeah.
I'm just saying I would rather have it be with somebody that I'm not gonna be doing it for like an hour and a half. I want somebody that wants me to do it.
So it was post NoFap November. Michael Galaviz. How do you say his last name?
Michael Galaviz.
Michael Galaviz.
Michael G.
Michael G.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, dude, what can I get for this? And he throws you his paycheck. What would that paycheck's number have to be for you to get down and dirty?
But I feel like that's just like
million. 500K? 300K.
I just like I would do it.
Yeah.
But then I would never be able to be friends with him again. Like, you know what I mean?
But he gave you like a new
It's
life.
It's so much deeper
life,
than that. It's so much deeper
You can't just get...
You wanna why? You wanna why we wouldn't be able to be friends anymore?
Why?
Because he would fall in love with me after that. I'm dead. You think I'm playing, bro? So I feel like I would literally give probably the best time because I feel like it's not hard.
Like we know how it works.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's the same thing with with a hand job. There's very few women that know how to give good hand jobs.
I remember,
and it's like it's nothing against women.
Yeah,
it's just
a hard, we know what it is.
Yeah, exactly. It's a hard thing to get
hard.
down. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
It is hard. Wow. Look at you.
What do you do when you come? Like, do you come on yourself? Do you have a tissue? What I do.
What, like by myself or like with women?
Both.
This might be bad.
For your first,
I don't think I've ever said this out loud before.
Because I remember some people would be more comfortable with saying their body count than saying where they come when they finish by themselves.
So like I'm gonna be open. You know, I'm gonna like put all my cards on the table. Because I feel like kind of like hearing other people's stories and I kind of like compare it to mine, and I'm always just like, okay,
I'm a little weirdo.
That's different. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Freak.
Yeah. So like I'll just straight up like I'll be on the toilet and like
it's always on the toilet.
Always. I mean, there's times where like I'll be like on here, I'll be posted up here, I'll be on my bed. But like there'll be times where I'm in the bathroom and I'll be on the
That's the puddle couch.
But I'll just do it straight on the floor. Like I'll literally just like no shame. Like I'll just come onto the floor.
What?
You're really gonna laugh at me right now, dude? I just opened up to you about something. You're the first person I'm telling this, bro, and that's your reaction.
There's rugs on your floor.
That obviously I moved the rugs. I'm decent, you know.
What's great? If you had like a family party here and someone would be like, Jared, hurry up, what are you doing in there? And they open the door and then you like clean up inside, but they see all the rags are like moved to the corner. They'll be like,
what are you doing? My pants are on the other side. What are you doing? Like, don't worry about it. Like, I can't believe you just laughed that hard at that. Like, that's actually crazy. My feelings are a little fucking hurt.
Wait, like, do you use like just a dry paper towel and you're like done, or do you double?
Well,
do
I'll
you
go
wipe-
ham. Like, I'll make sure it's clean.
I don't believe you.
And like, I'll get some Lysol, spray the fuck out of the floor. Like,
Okay, that's good.
I know what I'm doing. I've been doing it for 10 years. Like, 10 years.
You started when you're 11?
Like 13.
Okay, that's about me too. Okay, I'm sorry I left. I'll tell you what I do.
Hmm.
What I do is I get a tissue roll.
Yeah.
And then like it's not like a regular tissue. It's like toilet paper. It's toilet paper.
You couldn't say that? Okay, no, continue.
Okay. All right. So it's toilet paper, and then so I do is I like ring it up. I make a little roll,
Yeah,
and I
and
make
then
sure it's
I've-
like 4 or 6 ply, and I
I've
lay
heard-
it across
oh.
my chest, and then and then I get like 3 more roll. I get like 3 more pieces. So like it's a cleanup thing. Like one is so I could wrap the bigger ply into that one. The second one is to clean my pee-pee, and the third one is to clean a little bit more, but then use it as the final wrapping paper for that little combo.
I'm listening.
Yeah, yeah. And then so that's it.
No, you haven't said what you haven't.
What?
So you come onto your stomach?
Yeah, but
You
I
literally jack off like this?
Yeah, I do.
That's worse than mine,
No,
bro.
it's not.
That 100%
No
is
one else
worse.
is on my chest.
What?
Your whole family walks into that bathroom and then they're like, "Why is this floor sticky?"
That's my bathroom, though.
No
At
one
least
hugs
you know
me.
what I mean?
No one
Like,
hugs me and thinks, "Why is your chest sticky?"
That's worse.
I
though.
shower. You don't clean that every day. You don't even shower today. I'm sorry. I'm
Just
sorry.
fucking walk out and shit.
I'm sorry.
Fucking hate it here, bro.
sorry.
I'm fucking sharing deep dark secrets, pieces about
You know what?
myself,
I
and this is
told
how you
you-
fucking treat me.
You know, I
That's
told-
fucked up, dude.
I
It's
told
supposed to be
you-
a safe space. What were you saying? I'm sorry.
This is safe. I told you I come on myself, but
Yeah.
put like armor on first. So
Armor, yeah. I
So
heard.
that's-
I visualized it.
Is that
I see it.
normal?
I
What-
just think that's weird. Like that's just. Okay, actually, you know what? Even
I
to
don't
like
know, man.
elaborate on that, I
Yeah.
feel like jacking off in general is just weird.
I
You know what I
remember
mean?
up till the age of 14, I wouldn't admit that I masturbated because it's like that's gay.
Okay, when did you start?
14.
That's like not even okay.
Yeah, because
So
I
for
remember.
like 6 months, you didn't admit it to yourself, like.
No, it was like I remember like a girl in like junior high, like it was like a group of dudes, and she was like that one girl who's like cool with all the dudes, but she was like, "Oh, if you jack off, that's gross." And then like the other dudes were with, they're like, "Oh, but like we jack off." I'm like, "Yeah, that's gross. Like that's so gay."
Yeah.
And I did it for my first time.
Change your life. Do you remember your first time doing it?
Yeah, I remember cause before I would just watch porn and I would just be like, how do you get that liquid to come out? Like I
feel
wouldn't touch myself. I just like
Yeah.
watch and I just have like a leaky faucet. Like I just blue ball myself and just be leaky for the rest of the day.
Okay.
And then
You're like, this is it.
I'm like, this is the life right here.
You're like, I did it, mom.
This is the life. I remember because I think I shared a bed with my parents.
Wow,
No, I didn't share a bed, but so what would happen? Because up till like the age of, I think up till like 7th grade,
Mm-hmm.
I would just my parents would have like a queen size bed, and
Yeah.
below it would be like that baby bed.
Okay.
But it wasn't like the cage one; it would just be like
Yeah.
a small Dora one I had.
Yeah.
And then
Was that like because like they
because
wanted
it was
you
my
to, like
little sister. It was my little sister's, but my little sister was sharing on the same bed with them. But I was too scared to sleep in my own room.
okay,
Because I watched The Ring when I was younger. And it
bro,
fucked me
I'm
up.
be real with you.
Yeah.
I slept my mom up until like 7th, 8th grade too.
Whoa.
Yeah, and like, I feel like I had a conversation with somebody like they told me the same thing.
That's
like,
crazy.
There's another dude, so it's just like mama's boy syndrome type shit.
Yeah, I
like,
think so. I think that's what it
Yeah.
is. But then like what I would do is like that's when I first got a smartphone. And I would like go under the blanket and I would just like watch porn right there. And I'd be like,
while you were
"Whoa."
like,
Yeah.
your parents were like a foot away from
Yep.
you. Bro, I get uncomfortable when I like see movies and like people are just like holding hands. Like I get uncomfortable. My mom's sitting right there.
I'm a freak.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I respect that.
Thank you. But I didn't touch myself.
Yeah,
I'm not
that's
a
like I
fucking
said.
animal.
That's silver tooth kid activity, bro. Like,
What
need-
you said that
you
earlier,
need-
right? That's a good.
Do you know what that means?
That means like
Okay.
kids who had cavities.
Yeah.
And like kids who were like, no, it's like
like
when
because
their
of the
teeth
silver
come out-
teeth. Like
Silver tooth.
yeah, like that's you need therapy.
Yeah,
It's
dude.
confirmed. Like
Yeah, it's true. It was pretty cool, but I didn't jack off until I slept in my own bed because that's when I knew I deserved it.
okay,
You were raised Catholic too, right?
I was. Yeah.
Was your mom ever like, "Hey, don't jack off. That's bad for you"? Or like,
No,
"Don't watch
I look-
porn.
I think my
don't
mom-
watch porn. That's bad for you." Did they ever say that?
I think my mom was like very like open with like a lot of things. Like she wasn't like on me like you know what I mean, like trying to make me be like this whole little like angel type shit. She was literally like I think like There was a point. I
be
think
a
I was watching like TV, and like, I was like literally touching, like literally being dumb. I was like touching myself, and then the door's wide
You're
open.
telling me I'm weird.
But I was in my own room,
You're
like I
giving
was
a
alone.
show.
And then so like the door was open. She walks in. She's like, "Are you touching yourself?" And I was like a little kid. I was like, "No." And then she just like laughed and like walked away. Like so my mom was very much like she didn't give a fuck. Like you know what I mean? Like
Sounds like a
Sounds
porn
like
plot.
your sister said.
yeah, literally like. 100%.
Ew, you touching yourself?
You freaking loser.
I think I'm gonna write and direct a porn, dude. I want to do it. I feel
Bro,
within
yes.
our network, there's someone who's involved in that industry where they'll be like, once we get like a bit more
Bro.
big, they'll be like, all right, fuck it, direct it.
Bro, we can literally just do it like on our own and then just upload it to Pornhub.
We could just get an OnlyFans video, download it, and just do a voiceover, and like you control it. Like, yeah, finger yourself. Is that what you want? Yeah. Wow, he's fucking collabing with Mia Khalifa.
Like he's so good.
What, dude? He's
fuck?
doing the most. Have you subscribed? How many people from your high school have gotten an OnlyFans?
I mean, I haven't counted, but I would say it's like a decent amount. I feel like it blew up like since the pandemic.
It did, yeah.
Everybody's just trying to make money and shit.
Yeah.
Just like I respect the grind. I had an OnlyFans at one point.
Really?
Yeah.
You got taken down?
No.
Imagine being so gross on OnlyFans, you get taken down.
Imagine that.
That's
That's like the most disrespectful. Because I mean, it's like it's open for everything.
Because
you know
someone
what I mean?
like the fucking HR OnlyFans is like, ew.
It's like you literally get an email. It's like, yeah, this has been taken down for explicit content. And it's like, what the fuck?
What? I just started. Fucking.
What the fuck, Dylan?
Yeah.
You having a good time?
I'm chilling, man. It's like I'm watching a podcast, but I get to control it.
Whoa.
Wow.
Ah. I actually didn't know how this worked. Because fucking podcasts are so often now, I didn't realize there's a live cutting thing. I thought there was just some dude with a big Adobe Premiere file, just like.
I'm assuming a lot of people do it like that. Like they
Yeah,
just record
'cause
off
it
their
seemed-
cameras and shit.
Because I remember I saw on one podcast they were just
Yeah.
doing that switch back and forth thing repeatedly. I'm like, no
Yeah.
one in Premiere is just doing frame by frame cutting
Yeah.
for the funny. Ha, ha, ha. Bobby Lee told me to do this.
I think it's kind of crazy how like popular podcasts are now.
I think it was just because everyone was lonely inside all year.
That's true.
So then they just
That's
watched it.
very true. I low-key fucking hate podcasts, bro. That's
Yeah,
actually what
have you
this
watched
podcast
one?
is about. This is a fucking anti-podcast.
That's on you. Dylan and I love podcasts. So do as you wish with that information. You just haven't tried it. You know what I mean? It's like someone's like,
all-
"Oh, I hate guns." They've
Like,
never
all
shot
the
a
cool
Glock.
kids are trying it.
I think so.
Like I want to take a time out. I don't know. I don't like that I'm so red and you're like you have no red on you.
Yeah,
That's
it's
not.
on
It's
a
not.
sock.
It's not sitting well with me.
What's the last time you were really nervous?
I was really nervous.
Yeah, when's the last time you were really nervous?
Fuck. Bro, I remember this one time. I want to say. I wouldn't say I was necessarily nervous, but more of like ashamed and embarrassed. But I went to the movies. I went to go watch Toy Story 4. This was summer of 2019.
Uh-huh.
I might have shared this story with you. I don't remember if I did. But I'm at the Pacific Theaters in Winnetka. And like the movie ends, I go to the bathroom. I walk in. I'd been there a million times. I'm like, the bathroom looks different today. I'm like, that's weird. I don't know, maybe they remodeled it. Maybe I hadn't been here like in a month. You know, like who knows? So I'm peeing and like I go and like there's times where like I'll go into a stall and like you know like, I'm gonna pee like nobody's gonna see me, so I'll just leave the door open. Like I won't close it.
Yeah.
So I'm peeing just like in the stall, doors open behind me. The next you know, like I hear a woman's voice like come behind me. She's like, "Sir," like her voice is like shaking. She's scared and shit.
Yeah.
She's like, "You're in the women's restroom," and I'm literally like my fucking heart sinks down to like my balls and shit. I literally like I had never felt like that kind of fear in my entire life. So I literally turn around. She's like gripping her kids like tight and shit. And I'm like, I'm so sorry. And I literally walked out. I didn't even
You
turn
wash
back.
your hands?
Like absolutely not. I like sprinted to my fucking car and
Fuck,
shit, hoping
dude.
nobody was like gonna stop me.
Would you rather have a weird kink, or every time you shake someone's hand they get a rash?
Define like weird kink. Like I'm into like
Like you like going to the wrong bathroom.
that would be a kink.
Yeah.
Like, oh no, I'm in the wrong bathroom again. Like that. Or...
And this is a gender neutral.
The rash, I feel like, is so bad though.
It is really.
So what
bad.
if like I'm like fingering a girl too? Like, does it
Fucking
rash
dude,
up there?
She's gonna get chlamydia.
That's worse.
Yeah.
So I'd rather have my weird kink would be.
How about your weird kink?
My weird kink
is you get you get shat on, but it's not like a solid poo poo. It's like post carne asada fries.
I get shat on.
You get
like
shat
by
on.
what?
You get like a girl poo poos on you, girl guy. Poo
Oh, so like I enjoy that.
Yeah.
Like in my own time.
Yeah.
Okay, I feel like that's.
But that's
reasonable. I could work.
But
with
you
that.
have to plan out for that. You have to put spread out newspaper.
But I feel like if I'm into it, like I would put in that work. You know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna half-ass it. Like.
But like thing is, you don't even like jacking off anymore. You don't like having sex. You only like poo poo going on you, and you come from that. Like not even sensation on you.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but like if that's what I like, that's what I like. You know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna.
That's true.
Don't knock it till you try it.
So you would try it?
I mean, I thought in this case scenario, like I loved it. Like I'm playing the part right now.
Oh, okay. But would
yeah.
you try it? What if your girlfriend right now is like, "Hey,
No,
we're
I'm
breaking
not.
up"?
Have you seen that movie 43?
No.
Shut the fuck up. You need to watch that movie. Both of you guys need to watch that movie. We're watching that right after this. There's this fucking beautiful scene where this dude, it's Chris Pratt. You know who Anna Faris is? Anna from Scary Movies. The Scary Movies. She's like really dumb. That blonde girl.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wait,
So,
didn't
like,
she get her boob cut off?
Like recently?
In the first one, in Scary Movie.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know either.
If you see her face, you would know. So pretty much, they're like boyfriend and girlfriend, and he's like getting ready to like pop the big question.
Yeah.
He like wants some mercy. He's talking to his boys. They're like, yeah, do it. So they're like sitting like in a meadow, and then like he's got the ring. It's ready to go and shit.
Uh-huh.
And he's like, I have to ask you something. And she's like, I have to ask you something too. And then like on some cringe shit, they're just like at the same time. He's like, will you? And he's about to say marry me, and she's like, shit on me. And he's like, what did you just say? So like he gets to the point where he's like it's the whole romantic night, like they're getting ready for it and shit.
Uh-huh.
So he's taking laxatives and stuff, and so he takes laxatives like a little too early. So he's to the point where he's got to do it now or never.
Yeah.
So pretty much he's like all right, let's do it. He's getting like uncomfortable and shit. She's like, no, she's like, I want it to be special. So like, let's sit, let's talk, let's kiss. You know what I mean? He's like no, I'd rather do it right now. So she ends up taking that as like disrespect, like, oh, you only want to shit on me, like you know what I mean? So then she like runs out of like the fucking house. She's like running away from him and shit. He's like, no, he's like, come back. And then actually they like run to the street. And he gets hit by a car, and all the shit just comes flying out of him, like goes all over the windshield and shit. And he's like, and then he's sitting on the street just covered in shit. He's like in a giant pool of it.
Oh my
god! And she goes to him, and she's literally like, no cap, bro. She's literally like, this was all for me.
That sounds like a terrible movie.
It's the movie is literally, it's just nothing but skits, like just skits of like random shit. It's so fucking good. It's like the most outlandish shit you'll ever see.
It's like a
so like what's like the movie that like got you like into movies?
Oh, it got me into it?
Yeah.
Nacho Libre, dude.
Really?
No, I don't.
I low-key like I don't think that
Probably
movie's all that
Inception.
great.
What?
Yeah, I'm
That's
sorry.
okay.
I don't mean to jump on you.
What were you saying?
I don't think Nacho Libre is all that great. Like it's an
I'll just
enjoyable
leave.
movie.
I'll just
Well,
like,
it's
you
gonna
gonna
stay on
have-
camera 1 now for the rest of
That's
this.
cool.
Yeah.
I mean, handle it. I hate you guys.
Sorry.
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like, especially in the last couple like months, I feel like everybody's been like, or even the last like 2 years, everybody's been like raving about that movie, and like,
Damn.
it's cool. Like I've watched it, I've laughed, but I haven't been like, oh my god.
is it like problematic?
No, I don't like.
Okay.
No, that's not an issue.
Have you ever
Some
watched
people
something?
it is.
Have
Yeah,
you
I
ever
know
watched
that's
something,
dumb.
Jared, and you're like, that's problematic?
I feel like I feel like I can watch something, and I can see how like other people, I can see how, like, oh, like people are gonna bitch about this.
Yeah.
But I've never been like, this makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah,
I've
I've
never
never-
felt that. Like I'm literally like, if something makes me uncomfortable, it's just because I know other people will be bitching about it. It's not genuinely 'cause, like I don't.
When I know
I don't
something's
like it.
problematic, and even
Yeah.
if it go toward like my race, I'd be like,
Yeah.
that's so funny you did that
Yeah.
because people are gonna hate you for this.
Yeah,
So that's
exactly.
why I'm in shock. I'm like, yo, you did this. You're an idiot. And
Yeah.
So like, I'm not a fan. I'm like, yo, people are gonna hate.
Yeah.
Twitter's gonna.
Like
eat
I
this up.
laughed, but
Yeah.
the rest of the population is gonna get you for that. Like,
Yeah.
You know, like, but I don't know. I feel like I've especially the way my mom's like raised me and shit. Like I've definitely been like, I just understand like people are gonna say shit. You can't take everything
Yeah.
like personal. But at the same time too, like I can't like people go through certain shit. Like I'm not gonna sit here and be like, just laugh at jokes. Like why you don't
Yeah.
think that's funny? Like obviously like you have your own fucking way of life and shit. Like I'm not gonna shit on that, but I personally like I don't let anything like get to me and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, like my whole family could die and you could like make a joke about it 15 minutes later and like
What?
I could like I'll probably in the moment I'll be like,
I'm
oh
gonna
that
make a
hurts, but I'll be like deep down I'll be like that was kind of funny, but fuck, like you know what I mean, like
Fuck, I got it.
yeah, like oh that was a good one, like type shit, but like don't say it again.
How many times have you been hooking up with a girl, and then you couldn't get hard?
I've never ever in my life
Wow.
had that issue. You know what? I'm gonna say something.
Yeah.
I feel like I shouldn't even say this.
Okay, say it.
Because this is gonna ruin the lives of like so many men of like, you know?
You fucked multiple dudes.
No, okay, but that's irrelevant. We're not talking about that. That's conversation for later. But I'm talking about like, if you're not getting hard, or if it's taking too long for you to, besides you being drunk, if it's taking too long for you to come, or you're not getting hard, like that's 100% like like there's something going on in your head, and it's probably like the girl you're having sex with. There's probably something like blocking you, like you might not be 100% feeling her. Like nobody's talked about this too, so this is probably gonna. Like next time, ladies, if your boyfriend's having sex with you, and it's taking a long time for him to come, that doesn't mean he's like A1. It means like there might be something going on like in his head. He might not be feeling it. Like you know what I mean? Like so there's definitely like there's a deeper tell like to something like that.
Because that's interesting. Because okay, that might have explained. Because I almost lost my virginity.
Yeah.
In like butt naked, like we were going, but
Yeah.
there was like so many red flags with this girl.
Yeah.
Like I was like, why is there a hole in the wall? She's like, oh, I punched a hole in the wall. I thought like, it was like a little act of self harm, and she laughed. I'm like, oh okay. And,
exactly. So there's probably like deep down,
so
like
there's
subconsciously,
deep down,
like you're thinking like, yeah, I don't want to do this.
Yeah, because I remember like her window was open
Yeah.
while we were like doing stuff, and I'm like, you want to close the window? She's like, oh no, it's cool. I had a guy here yesterday, and like nothing really happened. Like neighbors didn't do anything, and I'm like, oh. Wait, a guy yesterday? Is that what the stain is? Like, dude, like
Eskimo bros.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know. And then she smelled like cigarettes. So I think that might have been the thing. What? It is hot, right?
Dylan's like been there, done that.
But I don't know. But it was also I also thought because I wasn't getting hard. Like we kept trying to get every time I got hard and put a condom on, it would just get soft again. Die out,
yeah.
But it's crazy because I remember.
You're also like it could be you being like stupid nervous though too. Like,
no, I was completely calm, which was crazy.
Yeah, so it was like
it was that. But no, I also had this thing where I was like, I feel like I was watching porn too often, and then I was like, maybe that's a thing. But then later I was like, oh, this girl's different. Crazy. It was the girl.
I feel like another reason like too the only other reason like if it takes too long for you to come would be like if you jacked off like 3 times that day and shit, like obviously it's gonna take longer and shit, but. I'm saying like off the rip, you haven't like jacked off all day. Like it shouldn't be taking you 45 minutes to come. Like that's not normal. Like you know what I mean?
That's true.
Even if like you usually don't like take long to, even if it takes a little longer for you to come, like it shouldn't be taking you 45 minutes. Like that's dumb.
So you know how I said like I came instantly?
Yeah.
Like so, when I was like in high school, I still do this every now and then, but I would just go straight up no fap.
Yeah.
For like I remember at that point in time, it was probably like a month or two, no jacking off.
Just charge it up.
Yeah. And then I remember. My girlfriend at that time, we were hooking up, and then she just touched my pee-pee in my Honda Accord, and I just blew up.
That's crazy.
Twice.
That's actually
like
crazy.
She just touched it over the pants, and I blew up twice, and I was like, whoa. Dude, I remember I was like embarrassed. I was like, oh fuck. And then every time we tried to do stuff, like she gave me head, I think like 3 or 4 more times. Every time she just touched it, just like blew up, and I was like, what is going on? So then that's when I realized I would just jack off to nut, and I wouldn't even like feel I would just like straight up like I'm gonna come really quick.
Yeah.
And then now when I do it now, I was like, wow, I can't even come now. It's like a whole different. I felt both sides of everything. But I do think you're right. It probably was just that girl.
It was just a lot happening in the moment and shit. You know, like.
Hey man, you think I could get those back?
What's the worst someone's bullied you in high school or just in regular?
That is a great point. Damn. I was thinking about this like a couple weeks ago, because I feel like I think we were talking about this before. Like, I was talking about like, you know, like we're all human and shit. We all like say shit to each other. Even like I feel like I might have said something to you like, and I never meant it to like hurt your feelings. Like,
Yeah.
it was just being a joke. I might have taken it too far, and I might have said something that you might have kind of like taken with you and been like, damn, like well, like that kind of hurt a little
my
bit.
penis is small.
Yeah, like 100.
Yeah.
Like, has he seen it? Like,
Yeah.
oh my god. But I remember this fucking one time, like, I literally had walked into school. I was super self-conscious about my body. And I feel like a lot of people always made fun of me about my chest. I have man titties and shit. So that's been something I've been very self-conscious about. And I remember like in 9th grade, I walked into school. I was wearing this kind of like thin shirt, and this dude from across the fucking hall, like the most obnoxious thing that's ever happened to me. This dude's literally like, "Yo, Jared." He's like, "What's up with your tits, bro?" He's like, "They're slagging like, or fucking sagging like fucking like this one's like going lower than the other one." And I remember I was so ashamed. I literally sat there like I walked to him and I was like, "Dude," I was like, "What the fuck, bro?" And ever since that moment, like I was never the same. Like I changed forever. Like
That's crazy.
I
know what you
fixated
mean.
like on my fucking like on my insecurities and shit. Like, and I feel like it's not even like I don't even think about that. Like, what a fucking dick. Because I mean, he was fucking 14 years old, so it's not something I don't like look at him like, wow, he hurt me forever. Like, fuck that guy.
Yeah, he was just
because
because
I feel like there's probably
everyone said fucked up things. They're like, wow, 100%. I fucked up that kid. I remember
100%.
in like 6th grade, like my one friend started getting pimples.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, that's a fucking pimp right there.
Yeah.
I'm like, because I
Yeah.
remember I met up with him like earlier this summer. He's like, dude, when you said that was really mean.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck, I'm an asshole.
Crazy. And I feel like
I made him call me a chink, so I was like, all right,
it
come on,
makes
get
up
back at
for
him.
it, yeah.
But he was half Asian, so it was fine.
It could have hit harder though.
That's true.
Yeah.
But I felt really bad. He was like,
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, say. He's like, I'm not gonna say. I'm like, dude, because I was feeling more bad than he was about the pimp thing.
Yeah, because I feel
And
like he's
then
probably
he,
moved
like,
on from it. Like,
he
you
like
know,
blubbered it out.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay.
Yeah. I think it's crazy.
I don't
too.
think any of us like it that much, but I feel a little better because you did that. Because he got back at me.
Yeah. It's like you did nothing, but you're like, yes.
Yeah.
But I feel like too, like obviously you're saying you said that to him. I feel like there's probably other shit that you could have said to somebody, and like if they like, or like even like you, like if somebody said something to you and you went up to them, you're like, bro, like same way he did to you, like bro, 10 years ago you said this to me, like they would have been like, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah. And they're like, shut up, dweeb.
Yeah, and I feel like even that, I feel like that's like, bro, like the fact that they don't remember it, like it was so minor to them and shit. Like,
Yeah.
and it's like when we took it with us, it's like at the end of the day, it's like we can't take everything so fucking personal.
That's
and obviously
true.
like there's some shit that's gonna hurt more than other stuff, but it's like, you know, like nobody mean like at least there's certain people that definitely will say shit to you.
Yeah.
And like they're trying to fucking hurt you, which is fucking bullshit. But
Yeah.
like, I'm not talking about those kind. I'm talking about just kind of like innocent kind of jokes and shit people make. Like
I remember your friend Michael G.
my,
I don't know. I've known him for
Yeah.
like 15 years. I still
Yeah.
don't know how to say his last
okay,
name.
it's a complicated
but
last
I
name.
remember I was waiting for my ride like across the street at school.
Yeah.
And then he saw me. He was like, "Hey, your dad got a mangina."
Most
It
random
crushed-
comment I've ever heard in my
It
entire
crushed
life.
me.
For real?
I was like, "Why did he say that?"
You literally like you
And,
go home,
like,
you can't even
for-
look at
yeah,
your
for
dad.
dinner, I was like. But no, I don't know why. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. It was just the way people would say things would get to me.
Exactly, like
you
you
know,
know,
I
like
was
shit sticks with you and stuff.
Yeah, I'd be like, hey,
Yeah.
hey, yellow boy, hey, yellow boy. You know what I mean? And I'm like,
It's the tone, it's the tone, yeah.
And I think I told on him.
Dead ass.
I
Well, how
told
old
him-
were you?
I was probably like 17. No,
That's-
no, I was like 8. I was like
Oh, okay, I was
8.
gonna say that's a little,
I'm still
a
holding
little
it.
too
No,
late.
but yeah, I was,
to be down on people.
no, I was like 7 or 8. And then
Okay.
I remember, cause I don't know if he did like other stuff. I don't remember what, but I just remember he was an asshole.
Yeah.
Then I remember I went to the principal's office, and then she was like, "What did he say?" And I was like, "He said my dad had a mangina." And she was like, "I'll just go. I would talk to Michael."
like that's it. That's all he said.
Does he have one? But like manginas aren't they're not a permanent thing. You just tuck your pee between your legs.
Yeah.
Like that's not insulting. That's just like a temporary
Yeah, it's fix.
fix. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like
I remember too. I remember he was telling me that apparently like so when I went to school with him too. Like I guess
Yeah.
like before he moved out there, and he was telling me he taught like one of our friends and shit like the middle finger, and then I guess like that kid went off and like started teaching everybody else how to do the middle finger and shit. And then he got in trouble for that. And he's like, Michael's the one that taught me the middle finger and shit. Pretty much threw him under the bus and shit. It was just like, damn, like,
dude,
that's
what an
crazy.
asshole.
For real, like kids aren't shit, bro. Like,
Yeah, dude. I don't know how people are teachers. Kids are psychopaths.
Bro, you
Kids are little
need like you
psychopaths.
need the most patience on the planet to be a fucking teacher.
Like no one loves kids
Yeah.
like that. No one's gonna.
Crazy.
No
I think it's
one's-
like you deal with kids all day and then like to go home and like still want kids.
Yeah.
That's crazy too. Like that's like true like respect. You know what I mean? Like how do you not get over that shit?
Yeah, they're like, oh, we're heroes. And I'm like, I don't think you're a hero, but you could have done a different career choice. You know, I don't like. I respect teachers.
Yeah, I think there's like a lot of respect
But, like-
that needs to go to it, but
But
it is a
like,
lot
dude,
though. It is a lot.
You have to go through so much.
Yeah, especially like teaching middle school. So even thinking back like when I was in middle school, I was a fucking menace, dude.
Yeah, me too.
Doing stupid
I
shit.
still am, I think.
Yeah. Oh yeah, but we kind of.
We're more aware of what
Yeah,
we're doing.
exactly,
We're like,
exactly.
yeah, I'm a piece of
Yeah.
shit. I will make
Yeah.
fun of your T-shirt, Mr. Collins. You know what I mean?
Exactly, yeah. And I feel like even like working with middle school kids and shit, like when this one kid came up to me, told me he had a small penis.
He told you that?
Yeah, literally told me he's like, bro, you have a
Damn.
small dick, and I was just like, dude, like we don't even know each other.
You're like, no,
I was-
look.
Oh. Who are you talking to?
And now you traumatize him to prove yourself. You know, like you
100%.
can't win in that.
Yeah, exactly.
You're either taking.
Exactly. You
He's
walk
gonna
away.
grow up thinking that dude has a small penis,
Yeah.
or you show him that you don't have one. You're like, that dude has an okay sized penis.
And then your life has changed forever.
Yeah, you're like, bro, you're gonna be behind bars. You can't go within an elementary school.
Be like that. So you gotta fucking fight for your like your life and shit. Like,
Yeah, dude.
it's crazy.
Dude, I think I was almost a sex offender. I was at you guys know that Inception building in downtown LA?
Inception
The
building.
Inception where it's like the water and power department. Well, there's like this really nice building
yeah.
where they film movies over there, and then they emptied out the fountain, so I was just hanging out there with my friends, and then so I go down and I really had to pee, and I whipped my pee out and I was peeing, and then like we were chilling, but up until
But
that
how old
moment-
were you?
This was like 3 weeks ago.
Oh shit. Okay.
So then I whipped it out and I started peeing, and then like instantly 2 cops just ran with like flashlights. They're like, "Hey, what are you doing? You gotta go!" And then like I didn't even finish my pee. I just zipped
Yeah.
back up, and then like have you ever done that? You just pee and then clench halfway. Like
100%.
I'm probably
And then-
gonna get a UTI.
And then some droplets fall.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
that happened.
Worst
and
shit
then
ever.
he was like, but they were nice. 12 was nice to me. That
That's
they were
cool.
just like, "Hey, buddy, I know sometimes you gotta go, but you know, you just gotta find a spot."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Thank you, officer."
I saw some shit on Twitter. It was like
You could be a sex offender. No, I think it has to be a school actually.
I don't know. I read something. I saw a video. It could have been a joke, so I don't know how factual this is.
Yeah.
But it's pretty much saying like some guy was peeing in public, and then some girl was like, "Oh my god, that's illegal!" And then a lawyer literally jumped out of nowhere, and then he was like, "It's not illegal if they don't see your penis." And I was like,
Oh,
"That's valuable information."
oh, okay.
Like-
So I didn't do it. I was hidden between.
Yeah, but I don't. But at the same time,
So
like,
I was good.
like, don't take that and be like, "Oh, like I heard this somewhere." Like, I don't know how
Okay.
true that is. Like, that could be completely wrong. Like, I don't fucking know.
I remember hearing if you're a sex offender, you have to go to your neighbors and tell them like, "Hey, I'm a sex offender."
Yeah.
But
And
I've
you're like
never.
that red
Does
dot.
that mean I've never lived next to a sex offender?
They could be, or they probably just didn't do it. Because I
Yeah.
mean, like, are they like
Who's
'cause
checking?
that would-
Did
that
you
would-
tell them?
That would mean like you would do it, and then somebody would come check in after, like, "Hey, did they come do this?" You know what I mean?
Yeah, someone would be like, "Hey, did that dude over there tell you
Yeah.
he's a sex offender?" No. Oh, he is. All right.
Thank you for
Imagine
your
being
time.
that guy.
Bro, too,
Where
I
do you
remember this one time in high school. I was in 10th grade, and I low-key thought I was gonna become a sexual offender, but I like literally wanted to kill myself. I remember like, do you remember the selfie Olympics? Did you ever hear about that? In
No.
like 2013, 14. So remember, there was literally people just doing dumb ass shit. Like there's people hanging on the doors, and they were like taking selfies. You don't remember that?
That sounds familiar.
Yeah, okay, so I saw some dude like take a picture. He had like his phone in his ass, and I was like, I could do that. So 100%, like I put my phone to record, stuck it in my ass, like literally posted up in the mirror. It was dope as fuck. It was probably the greatest picture I've ever taken in my entire life. So I posted it, and I literally everybody gave me praise for it and shit. And probably like a couple weeks later, like we were in class, and then like my teacher brought it up. She was like, I was watching the news and the selfie Olympics, this and that. And then everybody was like, yo, like Jared's doing that, like LOL, this and that. And then like one of my boys like he like showed the teacher like the picture and shit.
Oh my gosh.
And then immediately like she was like, oh my god. She's like, why did you show me that? And then literally like the conversation ended right there. There was probably like 30 minutes left in class and shit, and it was just awkward. It was like the most awkward like rest of class like in my entire life. I'm literally sitting there like I'm like trying like not to look at her and shit, and I see her, she's like sending kids like out of the class and coming back, and then like I'm in the mindset, I'm like, I need to leave, like I need to get out of here. So like everybody starts packing up their shit. It's like a minute before the bell rings, like I'm ready to go. I'm like standing at the door and shit.
Yeah.
The second the bell rings, I'm like out the door, and all I hear is Jared, like come stay out. Like I need to talk to you and shit. And then she called my other friend too in. And she didn't even say a word to me. Like I literally just sat there, and she was like talking to him. She was like,
So who's your friend?
what are you doing after? she was like, why would you show me that? And he was like, I thought we were cool like that. And she's like, why would you think that? And I'm literally just sitting there like red as fuck. And then she's like, well, I had to go tell like the counselor and everything. Like, so she takes us to the office. We're sitting with the with the counselor, and then he's like, well, we had to report this to school police. He's like, and it was Friday, so he's like, so when you guys come in, like right now, like it was the day was over, so he's like, we'll talk about this on Monday.
Oh my.
So I remember like literally like I sprinted home, literally nothing but anxiety the entire weekend.
Yeah.
I'm literally sitting, I'm googling like, bro, like what happens if you show your butt like in a picture? Like, is it okay? Is it illegal? And everybody's
Wait,
like,
it was butthole or butt?
It was just my butt. It was like my side
okay,
cheek.
that's not okay.
And then so
I really thought you were just spreading it, and I'm like,
no,
yeah,
it's like
Jared.
fucking like
Yeah.
no, like, what the fuck?
I was like, you're a menace, dude.
So I'm literally like I'm on Yelp and shit, like Reddit, like all those
You're
things.
on Yelp?
Yeah, there's I'm not like typing in the questions, but I'm just googling and this is what's coming up. And there's like,
hey guy, place was good, but what do you guys think would happen?
I need info on this. Anybody got answers? Like, I'm seeing so many fucking mixed reviews. Everybody's like, yo, like you take a picture with your butt, you're good. Like, don't worry about it. Somebody's like, if you're under 18, yes, it's illegal. And I'm like, dude, what the fuck is the truth?
Some 50-year-old was like, it's fine.
Like, do you have the picture with you?
I wonder if that's what it is for the counselor. They're like, hey, Jared posted a picture of his butt. No way.
Let me see.
Where?
So I remember even too. So like after googling like all that shit, like I'm literally going through my phone. I'm deleting like any picture of like a half naked girl I have on there. Because I'm thinking I'm gonna show up. They're gonna be like, give me your phone. They're gonna go through that shit. So I'm purging all my shit. Like I'm there the whole weekend. Like I can't sleep and shit. Like the Monday comes, I come into school and then they call me to the dean's office. A cop walks in like and he's talking to them. They're like pointing at the computer and shit. And I'm literally like in my head, I'm like, this is it. I was like, my life is over right now because I'm fucking 14 years old and I'm stupid. Like, that's bullshit, dude.
That is.
And then they call me in and, like, by the fucking grace of God, they're like, okay, you're not in trouble. He was pretty much just like you made a teacher very uncomfortable. And then she was saying that she called, like, child services and everything just to make sure she was good. And I was just like, damn. Like, in my head as a kid, I'm like, that's
so much.
That's dramatic.
Extra.
That's a little dramatic.
But even
like
at 14, I'd be like, yo, y'all doing the most.
For real. And then I feel like you kind of grow up and it's like, I get it. But at the same time, like, I think just the fact that it was so traumatizing, I still feel a little, like, indifferent about it. Like,
yeah, that's weird,
yeah,
dude.
but they were pretty much like, you're good. But they called my mom and shit. My mom fucking ripped me a new one when I got home. Like, that shit was crazy.
Did you ever show her the picture?
Absolutely not.
No.
I could not do that to her.
Oh.
I'll probably pull it up so you guys can see right here if I could find it.
I don't want to be in trouble for child porn.
Well, we'll blur it. We'll blur it.
But
So
I'm
what
gonna
are they
still...
looking at?
No, either way.
Obviously, I'm not holding the phone, so they're gonna be like, who took the
think
picture?
Child porn's okay if they blur it?
Yeah. What are we looking at? What is this?
Imagine if like an officer goes to your phone. What is this? A little boy. You're lucky you put pixelation over there.
Oh, he's good.
Oh, you're so lucky. Dude, I remember in high school there was like an SCV purge. You remember that, right, Dylan?
Bro.
It was pretty much like every single popular hot girl. It was like my freshman year. Every single popular hot girl
that, bro.
had a every single one of their nudes leak. Like some dude just fucking put them on Twitter, and there was like people just sending them to each other.
Yeah.
It was just like a big string of just like 15 hot girls from our school, and like every dude had it, and I was like, whoa, this is crazy. But since there's so many dudes that had it and so many girls were involved, there's like everyone gets a warning.
It's fine. It's fine.
But
We're not gonna talk about it
yeah,
after this.
dude.
Like...
But there was like this one like stupid ass dude who like, because it happened in our high school, and then I think that inspired every single other high school to do it. Like I don't know, it was like I feel like it was some weird incel shit. Like kind of like, oh, I'm not getting pussy, I'm gonna fucking you girls are in trouble. Like dude, like that's fucking crazy. But like this one dude pretty much ran a Twitter account. It was like, everyone DM me the girl's nude, and then give me their @ and then this dude would just fucking tweet it and then @ them, and then people would like favorite, and I was like, yo, it was crazy. I was like,
wild,
it's crazy
bro,
as like a 14-year-old, because you're like, whoa, every girl that I think is hot, I see him naked now. What? But like now looking back at him,
like imagine the girls, bro.
Yeah,
like,
dude, that's
so
terrible.
bad. Like even sex tapes getting released and
yeah,
shit.
dude, it was a
like...
lot. I remember there was one girl who sent like a private video, and then she had like a plunger, and then she fucked it. And then I was like, oh, there's Plunger Girl. And I'm like, that's terrible.
But she recorded that herself?
She recorded herself.
Okay,
But it was,
I'm
it was
obviously...
it's still wild,
yeah.
but she was sending it to one dude, and that dude fucked it up forever.
Okay. That's gotta be... I wonder how some of those dudes feel, like the dudes that like leaked it originally and shit.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way, like, how... Imagine, like, you go on, like, not even feel, you're just like, okay.
Wait.
That's kind of... Like, I'm saying, like, the dudes that like leaked the shit,
oh, yeah.
like, they don't even feel bad about it.
Yeah, those
shit.
are
like,
fucking straight up misogynist
that's
dudes,
fucking
just like
crazy,
psychopaths.
dude, like...
I know one dude, he thought he was gonna be slick. He was like... he was like tweeting the password in like 2 minutes. someone take it. And then he tweeted the password, and then he was like, wow, SCV Purge dude, he's a genius. He just wiped out, and now he's gone. He's a legend. And I'm like, dude, fucking Twitter has an IP address. You guys are all idiot. I think that dude like went to jail at like 14. But yeah.
Bro, you know what's crazy? Like now that you say Sogs and
wait, hold up. There's a twist though. So he impregnated one of the girls he leaked, and now they're together. Yeah.
That's character development.
That's a character arc. I don't know if Netflix would pick it up, but it might be like an HBO Max. Yeah. Not HBO Max. Maybe HBO Max would pick it up.
A little bit darker. I could see it.
Yeah. Netflix wouldn't do it.
It's like some Euphoria type shit.
Yeah, it's Euphoria type shit. But yeah, it's fuck. High school was weird, dude. I like burger girl. Hey girl, can you eat this burger? Be a big girl.
All right, thank you all so much.
All right.
Yo, what the touch on my love, on my rap, on my wet. Love on my wet. Yeah. Touch on my rap, on my love, on my rap, on my. Why do you want my dick all up inside your lips?
No, like PETA, Pet.
PETA.
Pet Enterprise.
Yeah, PETA.
The Americas. It covers North and South.
Could put a gun on my head. You're like, what did that man just say? I would not be able to tell you.